It's the Martin Mull Show. The Martin Mull Show with Martin's special guests. Oh, really? No guest. Not again, huh? Okay. Well, at any rate, Martin will be right out after this important word from our sponsors, the friendly folks at Bun and Run. Bun and Run, where the food speaks for itself.
What a day, you're feeling beat. The kids are home and the dog's in heat. And Daddy's back and dying to eat. Oh, what'll you do? Don't get into a stew. Just do what so many folks done. You run to Bun, Bun and Run. Heck with dinner, have some fun. We're not hurting anyone at Bun and Run. So run to Bun.
You get your order in a minute.
There's a table clean to eat it.
You just unwrap it and grab what's in it.
You whoop it down, get up and beat it.
You're all done, you're all done. You have won, just have one. At Bun and Run, Bun and Run. It's not dinner, it's just fun.
Federal restrictions require substantial penalty for early withdrawal at Bun and Run. Member FDIC. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Martin Mull.
Don't put off till tomorrow what you can do today. Don't leave things half finished. That's all we've done on that. Oh, thank you. I guess we should finish it. It sounds pretty good. You like it? That's great. I would definitely finish it if I had free time. Right now, the problem is I'm too wrapped up in that lawsuit. I guess you read about it. Isn't that unbelievable? My mother is suing me, claiming that we lived together for 18 years, even though we weren't man and wife. Now she wants half of my entire estate. Can't believe that. I've been so good to her and giving her everything she could ever ask for. And even if I gave her half the entire estate, where the hell is she going to put it in that trailer of hers? In the meantime, we are touring and we're doing little concerts like this, which is really kind of fun. It brings back the old days. It's still a life full of airplanes and hotels. But on the airplane, for instance, we now fly Super Coach, which is a little different. You don't have to bring as much of your own food from home. And I have a nice little suite here in LA, to be honest. I'll share it with you. I'm not going to tell you where, or I'll have every single in town up there tonight, hopefully. But it's a nice little thing, actually, to have just that extra room. I have a 2-room suite. I have the one room is primarily, I guess, for sleeping and entertaining. It's got the beds in there, and there's a desk in case you want to write home or have to, whatever your problem is. And it has the little chairs and a coffee table, you know. It has the matches in the ashtray. So when you go like this with your cigarette, wah, your hand's on fire, which is kind of interesting. It has the, and that's what they call the wake-up call, which is kind of interesting. That's one room. The other room is smaller. It also has a desk in it, has a sink in the desk, and a big mirror over it, which is kind of nice. There's another chair in there for reading, I think is what it's for. It's what I use it for, a lot of reading in there. And There's also a shower in that room and a tub, just in case you get really into your reading and want to hose off afterward or something like that. It's nice, and with the exception of that one little accident that happens with the ashtray, they're pretty protective of you and making sure that you're taken care of, and they clean the rooms well. In fact, they almost too well in a way. When I went in the reading room, I noticed around the chair in there they had a little paper strip, and on it said, "For your protection." And I thought to myself, which is my favorite way, I thought to myself, protection against what? Disease? That's understandable. You know, the other guy could have been a dog food merchant or something like that was in there before you. Who knows where he's been? And the other thing I was thinking is protection is possibly against injury. And I was thinking, injury, well, maybe they've overlooked one of the worst ones that could ever happen to a man. Paper cuts. I learned my lesson. It could have curbed my style years ago, actually, but not now. Now I'm an extremely happily married man with a lovely partner in life, and but I still remember the old days. They were pretty raucous and pretty crazy, you know, the way guys will be guys, and or men. And I don't know, I guess the memory is the last part of a guy to go soft. But I still remember it. In fact, I remember one time we were on, not with this band, but it was a different band that was even dumber. We were on tour in the southern part of the United States, and we were down, I think it was in El Paso, Texas, and playing concerts. That's the music. I remember the concert ended early. We ran out of things we knew. As the boys went to the car, well, me, I ambled for the bar. I found 16 drunken Mexicans and you. And I just drank enough till she looked good to me. And by the morning, I was sorry that I drank it. Waking up where I did not intend to be. Between the sheets with a pig in the blanket. I woke up the following morning, folks, with such a pounding in my head. Oh, the room was such a mess, strewn with pieces of your dress. So I grabbed that trusty old six-pack by my bed. And I just drank enough till she looked good to me. Tell the truth, children. And by the afternoon, I was well aware that I had drank it. Waking up where I did not intend to be. Cheek to cheek with a pig in the blanket. My friend said, Roy, you'd be much better off to just go home and yank it. But no, here I am, man and wife, with a pig in a blanket. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, that's terrific. Thank you very much. This is really a borderline thrill being here, huh? My God. Because we've played a lot of different places. Let's face it, everybody starts with the same thing. You play those little tiny clubs, you know, somewhere where outside it says bar. And for years, I went under the name of Plus Opening Act. And have you ever been to one of those dumps? where it's really the worst. And we go, is there a band? Okay. Who cares? You know, and they just, nobody knows. And there's somebody up there singing We Shall Overcome with an acoustic act, you know. What a thing to sing about, my God. To me, that's between you, your spouse, and your doctor. Do you know what I mean? And you know the funny thing about human nature, if they undercame, they wouldn't be singing. Isn't that true? That's the way people are. It's just nuts. But what I'd like to do is kind of reminisce a little bit about the old salad days, about when times were kind of tough and we were playing these dumps, and I'd like to recreate one of them for this record for all those people who have never been out to one of those clubs for whatever reason, like no legs would be one. Even if they could get there, they're not going to be able to see. Do you know what I'm saying? Let alone dance. So, or maybe let alone dance is exactly what they do. It's quite possible. You may think I'm being rude to say, oh, I started that way, but a lot of people didn't. That's not true. I'm sure if people like Peter Frampton were here right now, who are, you know, major stars and really talented people, they would agree with me about the same thing. I don't know, is Peter anywhere around? Maybe we could actually get him up here. Yes, there's Peter. Peter Frampton, ladies and gentlemen. Hi, Peter. So Peter, who is a fine guitar player, is going to join us on this tune, and don't be afraid to be rowdy. And okay, some people hear. Apparently you're hearing a tune. I don't. Okay. You're with God's Downbeat. I'm still with the band. All right? Okay, here we go. Kick it off, Michael. From Philadelphia to Spokane, I've opened shows for Lawrence Welk and Tiny Tim, and I admit I hit my bourbon and cocaine. When I find out that the concert's in a gym, but I guess I'll keep on picking, 'cause it's all that I know how. If I took another job, I'd be a fake.
It would all be a fake.
But sometimes I feel like quitting, and you've made that sometime now. I swear I played some shitholes, boy, but this takes the cake. See if we can get paid right now. Can't you see, it's an artist up here playing? Can't you tell that there's more than meets the ear? Can't you hear that it's poetry that I'm saying? Have you noticed, friends, that there's a genius here? No, you're too intent on clapping out of rhythm, or on getting your date nude out by the lake, like that jerk in row 11, and the jerk-ass is sitting with him. I swear to God, I played some shitholes, yes, but this takes the cake. I tell you that I played some shitholes, yes. I played the shitholes, yes. I play some shitholes, yeah. But this one takes. I'm feeling it right now. I'm feeling it right now. This one takes. Tell me the truth, Peter. What do you think? Yeah, Peter, I understand. I say this one takes. Can I get a witness? Can I get a witness? Can I go to the ending? Can I do it? This one has all the taste of a Betty Crocker cake. Thank you, Peter. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. I can't go on. I can't go on. I can't go on. I'm sorry. I can't go on. I can't. Wait a minute. I can go on. Actually, I can go on, and I must go on. I have to go on because I have a feeling a lot of you are getting the wrong idea. A lot of you are out there saying to yourselves, and I can tell through kind of an ESP that I have, you're out there thinking, okay, sure, he's lost a little weight, he's pretty damn good looking. He's got a suit he probably owns. He's got a guitar that's one of the most expensive made. He's having an awfully good time. Everyone in the band seems to love him dearly. So do most of the people in the audience, and he's making a great deal of money. Okay, where is his social consciousness? Where is his concern for his fellow man? I know this. Okay, I hear this all the time, and when people say that to me, I have a very quick and easy answer for them. I just say, eat it, Jack. Because the lion's share of my free time is spent pursuing social concerns, primarily, and I'm going to tell you about this right now. I hate to be John Denver about it, but it's true. And I appreciate that quiet. I'm concerned about the ecology of this country, and by that I'm referring to the continental United States. I don't really give a damn about the protectorates. If they become states, that's another story. Meanwhile, to me, they're a bunch of foreigners who are just trying to find green cards, and I could care less, you know. But within the continental United States, the ecology problem is pretty damned important, and I can't, of course, go out and attack the whole ecology thing myself single-handedly. I don't think anyone's expecting that. So I've narrowed myself down a little bit, and without a whole lot of guilt, to simply dealing with the problem, the wholesale slaughter of our nation's woodlands, which bothers me no end. And I'm referring to the cutting down and making into whatever of our giant maple, our beautiful elm, our oak, the towering redwood, the beautiful plywood, all of the trees that I think we've come to know and almost expect as we drive. I know what you're thinking also. You're thinking, okay, but what can one man do against some of these giant lumber people? And some of them are just that, 6'6", 6'7", 6'8". I'm not going to go into a bar and say, hey, excuse me, you know, get my ass handed to me. So what do I do? That's a fascinating question. I'm going to do my best to try to answer it. I refuse to eat wood. Wood or any wooden products. God bless you. I hope you're with me on that. Thank God. Not only building materials, but I'm talking about cardboard, masonite, packing materials, Excelsior. And I know what happens. Sometimes you're in the car, you're driving home, you're dying of hunger, you'll eat half the matchbook. You know what I mean? No, don't do that. And the other thing I draw the line on is wearing any wooden clothing. I was up in the dressing room, and a young fella, well-meaning, I'm sure, he came up and he said, you know, I've seen this suit before, try this tonight. And he gave me a beautiful blue spruce blazer with a little ash belt. And I thought to myself, no, I can't do that. And I know what else you're thinking. You're thinking on those wintry evenings out in Malibu, when you and Sandra and the kids, Nathan and Thais are sitting around the fire, you know, it's blazing away because, no, you're wrong. We burn meat. Meat and household pets, because I feel... Thank God you're with me. Isn't it true? I mean, what is a dog or a cat compared to one of our sequoias? Not much. Let's talk growing time. A schnauzer, 14 years, and you better get the shovel out. That thing's about ready to kick. Okay? Recycle that collar. A sequoia is still on its way heavenward, so I don't think there's any question. If you're really interested, which you seem to be, I'll tell you how we get a good blaze going. We start with a bed of, right over the actual grating, a bed of field mice or laboratory mice. They're cheap, they go right up, and they're easy to find, and they have an incredible, what we call at home, flash capacity. On top of that go your youngsters, you know, your puppies, your kittens, your ducklings, anything with a lot of down, because that's going to help spread that sucker. On top of that go the old, what we call decorator dogs, the Lhasa Apsos, the Shih Tzus, the little Chihuahuas, and the other little terrier thing, that little son of a bitch that goes around with a sweater on. Okay. Just lay those in anyway. We try crisscross, kind of Lincoln log style, and tends to move faster. On top of that go your standard sized dogs, you know, your collies and your German shepherds, and we've seen them all. On Christmas, you might want to refer to it as the old Yule dog, which you've heard so much. There should be a carol this year. Last year, we tried a Weimaraner because we thought with the contrast of the flame color, the yellow eyes really kind of set it off and gave kind of a new color to Christmas, which is so traditionally just red and green. That's my tip. And I just leave you with this word. I feel that quite seriously and very deeply, if everyone lit just one little spaniel, what a bright world this would be. Thank you. Right now, we'd like to do something special for you. It was an album we almost made called Truck Driving Songs from the 8 Basic Food Groups. And I think some of the songs are pretty strong, and we'd like to do a truck driving song for you right now entitled Fruit. I hope you enjoy it. 1, 2. That's it, clap your hands. Good, some of you white people try it, come on.
Well, I ain't your average trucker. They go their way, I go my way. I'm the kind of guy that picks up any fruit out on the highway. I see an apple in a tree or little berries growing free, and I say, yes, sirree, there's a perfect snack for me. Just chew 'em up, get in the cab, take off and toot. One eye out for highway danger, the other out for fruit. Other truckers stop at diners, wolfing down their pork and beans. But not me, I stop at roadside stands and score some tangerines. I eat every kind of fruit except the prune, 'cause it's a heavy load I'm carrying, and I won't be stopping soon. Just chew 'em up, get in the cab, take off and toot. One eye out for highway danger, the other out for fruit. I got one hand on the throttle, and in the other, my banana. And I'm peeling down the highway, I'm heading home to see my Anna. She's the apple of my eye, and I know she's waiting there, with her lips like little cherries. She's a peach, and what a pear. What if my cab is full of garbage, and there's fruit stains on my shirt? Sure beats the pants off taking them little white pills to stay alert. And if you drink and drive, you lose. So I'll stick with figs and cherries. Hard driving boys and booze ain't near as good as poison berries. Just chew 'em up, get in the cab, take off and toot. One eye out for highway danger, the other out for fruit. One eye out for highway danger, the other out for fruit.
The Martin Mull Show will continue right after this important word.
And so, the girl says, dwarf, I thought you said go down on the wharf.
I know, isn't it the best? Martin,
Yeah.
Martin, We're back, man.
We're on the air?
We're back on now.
Oh, Jesus.
We'll be right back with even more of the Martin Mull Show right after this important word from Bun and Run. Bun and Run, just around the corner when you're just around the bend.
Happy cows make happy meat, the kind of cows we love to eat. And we use every bit but the feet. We pour on the spice and they start to taste nice. But make sure you ask for well done. You run to Bun, Bun and Run. Heck with dinner, have some fun. We're not hurting anyone at Bun and Run. So run to Bun.
Take a big bite, chew and swallow.
Have another, you can take it.
What a bargain for $1.
It costs 20 cents to make it.
We have one, you're all done, you're all done at Bun and Run, Bun and Run. Tastes like beef, but much more fun.
All of the various animals that go into our prize burgers are raised on our beautiful 400-acre ranch in historic Appalachia. Once they seem dead, within weeks they're quick frozen and shipped indirectly to our distributors. After that, they're on their own, and so are you at Bun and Run, where food is a 4-letter word. Some assembly required. We're back with part 2 of the Martin Mull Show.
She's gonna dress you up in imitation Calvin Klein clothes. And she's gonna try to put her silly silver spoon up your nose. She's gonna want a Mercedes, 'cause she isn't one of your average ladies. She wants a little more than breakfast and occasional sex. She's gonna drag you off to discotheques. Discotheques. It's even worse than my man suspects. His name is Bernie, he's a famous attorney, and she's passing him off as Rex. So Bernie, don't disco anymore. You're way too respectable for that. Bernie, don't disco anymore. Just be who you are, don't try to be where it's at. Disco! Our first couple is from Wilmington, Delaware. Let's give them a nice hand. Our second couple from Akron, Ohio. How about it? Pretty good. And our third couple, actually, it's just one gentleman by himself dancing. It's from Tampa, Florida. Let's give him a nice hand. She'll have you down to weighing nothing in a very short while. And she'll have you out there in a jogging suit mile after mile. She'll have your hair cut by fairies. She's gonna take away your scotch and give you Virgin Marys. Listen to me, Bernie, you'll see how it all connects. She's gonna drag you off to discotheques. Discotheques. You won't be dancing with the opposite sex. No, they're phony Jim Baileys
Thank you so much. You know, right now I'd like to do something that we generally don't do, and by we I mean myself. I'd like to do a little song here that, I don't know, there's a little place within myself that feels love, and yes, it's a very, very small part of me, but I'd like to do a little love song if I could, because tonight's kind of a special occasion for me. There's a very special person in my life who probably means more to me than anyone that I can think of. I'd like to do this tune because this person is here tonight. Okay? Thank you very much. Not only is this person here tonight, this person has been, I think, doing an outstanding job of singing and playing guitar. And you'll be here for the rest of the evening, whether you are or not. So, I just hope you enjoy it. It's a little love song, and it's going to feature the young man you can probably hear right now better than I can playing piano. I'd like to introduce him to you if I could. His name is Ed Wise, and he's probably done more for the piano than anyone I can think of. It was his idea to paint it black. He had it tuned. He had the keys in different colors, which makes it a lot easier, and he also had the idea of putting the casters on the legs, which, believe you me, makes being on the road a lot easier. That way he can follow right behind our limo. We always pay for him at the toll booths, too, so he doesn't have to slow down and then build up speed again, you know. And he's going to help me on this song right now, which is a love song. I realize it's kind of out of character, but I hope you enjoy it. You haven't said a word in almost 7 weeks. It's hardly what you call a party when neither party speaks. I haven't seen you be this quiet for so long. You say you haven't changed a bit, so I guess it's me that's wrong. Oh boy, I've blown it. I should have known it. What am I gonna do? Honey, I'm sorry, and I truly do regret it. Okay, there I said it. So what? It's still true. I've been an asshole over you. You've had it. Consequently, I've had it. I can see that we're through. I'm sitting here and yakking, and all the while you're packing. I'm forced to face facts, and it's painfully true. I've been an asshole over you. I've been one over you, under you, to you, and for you. I've been one with or without you. If you should stay with me, then you'd be one too. And I would be mad at you as well as mad about you. But honey, you're right, I've blown it. I've seen a shrink, he says I own it. Now what will this poor child do? I think I'll get drunk and then just more so and more so fluff up the pillow to resemble your torso and then crawl into bed. Just the pillow and me. It's better than nothing. It's clean and it's free. You think I'm a fool? Well, it takes one to know one. Just look at what you put me through. I've been an asshole over you. I'm afraid it's true. I've been an asshole. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, thank you. You really know how to... Pardon me? Oh, isn't that sad when cousins marry? You people have been awfully sweet and awfully kind tonight about applauding at the end of the songs, and I'm amazed how many of you know when that is. Done a real good job of being right there with the old applause. It's just terrific, and it makes me feel really good. And these are memories that I'm going to hold right here, right next to my chest until I cash them. But you've been really terrific, and I thought, well, maybe at the end of this, especially since it's going to be the last tune, I think you catch my drift. So meanwhile, this will be our last tune, and thank you very much for being a terrific audience. I really enjoyed it. Thank you. All right.
I don't want to be Jesus. I'm allergic to the cross. And I don't want to be Moses and be concerned with what things cost. I don't want to be Buddha, sit all day with my legs crossed. I want to be God.
Oh my God.
And that's what I want to be. Just make me the Lord, 'cause I'm so bored with mere mortality. It's not enough for me. I want to make it thunder. I want to shake my lightning rod. Yes, ooh, I want to be God. I want to be God. I don't want to be Carson or Dinah, Mike or Merv, or really Anastasia. I wasn't put on earth to serve. I don't want to be pushy, but I want what I deserve. I want to be God. That's what I want to be. Make me the Lord, 'cause I'm so bored. But mere reality is not enough for me. I want to make it thunder. I want to shake my lightning rod. Yes, yes, ooh, I want to be God. I want to be God, God. I want to be God.
Oh, God, I want to... What? We're not alone. Oh, we're not alone. Hello, sir. How are you? It's nice to see you. You look great. No, I wasn't trying to make fun or be disrespectful. I'm so, no. Oh, God. Sorry. No, I was not trying to be first name basis. I said, I'll just say it. Oh, God. You know. Kidding. Last name. Oh. Come on. I've heard that so many times. I've heard it a lot. I just never connected. Okay, from now on, I'll be more respectful, Mr. Dammit. And I'm sorry, you know, if I'd known, I hear it and I don't connect. Okay. You look great. What is that, Bill Blass? It's nice, because it's that whole soft thing, because it's like do anything, go anywhere. I know. It's perfect. And the whole soft color. I like it, yeah. And I like it without the beard, too, because it's more today. And it goes with the fro. You know. It's nice. I like it. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, listen, incidentally, I finished the book. What a bummer about the kid. I can't believe it. I mean, as a father, you must feel awful. Because the whole thing, oh my God. Yourself. I know, it just comes up in space. No, I read the thing. That was awful what happened to him. I have an idea what you went through. Jesus. Well, no, what I'm trying to say is I had a friend in college who won a hamster in a coloring contest, and he had it down in the basement. He was not rich, so he built his own cage out of coat hangers. You know, he just built this. It was like coat hangers and some of that mesh that you get like from chicken wire. And because it's a hamster, he built one of those little wheels where you spin like crazy, you know, because the hamster loved it at first. Okay. And he, I don't know whether one night it was like extra peppy food or something like that, but this hamster got some RPMs going, if you know what I mean. He was really doing time, and he flew, because it was like a hastily made cage, because he just won the thing. It was like color of Santa Claus for a shopping center, and the first prize was a hamster. Okay, so anyway, he built it quick, because he just had it in his house. He couldn't keep it in the box, even though he had the air holes, you know, because the thing's going to get either die or be bored. So he had it in the cage. Anyway, he's spinning. I'm sorry, I get ahead of myself. He's spinning like crazy. He flies out of the cage because he's going so fast because the wires are too far apart, and he hit his head on a water pipe, and the little guy was out for like 20 minutes, but he's all right now. But no, you're quite right. It's not very much the same thing at all. No, you're absolutely right. It's quite different. No, I was just trying to make some sort of analogy. No, you're absolutely right. I'll use your words. It's a shitty analogy. Yes, absolutely. It's a really shitty analogy. Listen, you know, could we talk later? That would be great for me, because right now I'm doing a live album, and even more so, I've got this whole audience in my hands. I've got, you know, you understand? Sure, it's very similar, exactly, to the thing. So maybe we can chat. Well, I saw you Sunday. Again Sunday, because today's Friday. I have tomorrow off, so will you. and then we'll see each other on Sunday. Okay, and you're absolutely right. It was disrespectful, and I'm sorry. Bye-bye. 2, 3, 4.
I never told nobody. They might misunderstand. They might think all that I'm after is just to sit by God's right hand. No, I wanna be God.
Oh my God.
And that's what I want to be. Make me the Lord, 'cause I'm so bored. With mere reality, it's not enough for me. I wanna make it thunder, spend my summers on Cape Cod. Yes, ooh, how I wanna be God, how I wanna be, ooh, God, I wanna be, I gotta, ooh, how I wanna be God, God, I wanna be God.
Thank you. Martin Mull, ladies and gentlemen. Martin Mull.
Thank you very much. This is really unexpected. I got out to the car and I heard everybody still clapping and everything. I thought another act was on. I thought Frampton came back or something, and the guy says, "No, man, it's for you." All right, $1, please. And what I'm going to do is a request I got earlier. It was a very private thing, and I feel kind of obliged. A young fella came up to me, I think, and he said, "Excuse me, Marty," he said, "I notice you play a Gibson L5 with the double humbucking pickups using the round-wound medium-gauge D'Angelico strings, and have the shielded cable going into a Fender twin reverb tube-style amplifier, and you're going through the bravado channel, which is a sound effect that takes up for words. I noticed how you had your dials set, and the fact that you had it angled actually with the mic in the back, not so much in the front, so I was kind of curious. What is the meaning of life?" And during the period of time it took him to ask me, I was able to write a song to answer him. And, well, we'd like to do it for you right now as our little ending piece, and I want to thank you all for being absolutely terrific. Thank you all for coming, or however you reacted. I have never had a better audience. Okay, I really appreciate it. You're wonderful. Thank you. Michael will kick it off. Here we go.
1, 2, 3.
had that funny look in his eye. I could still be just a misspent evening on a 1940s 4th of July. But I know Mama well, yes I do, I do. And I can say the same for Papa too. There were fireworks, but not just in the sky. And I was born and I'm alive and I'll die. Could it be that life is better than death?
Well, it could be, but don't hold your breath.
Don't hold your breath. Life can only be life with the kids in the car and the wife. Now, if I should take a long run and jump, y'all, like so many folks have asked me to do, I could make the obituary column next to folks as fascinating as you. But frankly, I would miss watching sports and just hanging around the house in my shorts. It's just 'cause Papa loved the 4th of July.
That's why
I was born and I'm alive and I'll die.
Could it be that life,
Life is better than death.
well, it could be, but don't hold your breath.
As near as I can tell, folks, life can only be life with the kids in the car and the wife. Life is better, better than death. Well, it could be, but don't hold your breath. That's true. Life is better. It's better than death. Well, it could be, but don't hold your breath. Let's prove a point here. Just the dead people sing along now. Come on, let me hear you. Rise up. I can't hear you. You see, life is better, better than death. Well, it could be, but don't hold your breath. Here we go. Life is better, better than death. Well, it could be, but don't hold your breath. Good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's our show for this evening. So until next time, when Martin's special guest will be... You're kidding. That's 36 straight... This is Robert W. Morgan saying so long, and stay tuned for Joe Smith and Farm Focus.
Good morning. I'm Joe Smith, and this is Farm Focus. Now, here's today's top story. It seems those recent investigations of the Bun and Run farms in Appalachia have taken a new twist. Government inspectors are claiming that many of the so-called beef-bearing animals have been illegally crossbreeding with athletes from a well-known Midwestern university. Bun and Run athletic director Burton Dowdy declined comment, stating only that he's been out of town for the past 3 years, visiting friends in Arizona. Now, here's good news for you folks bothered by flies. A tiny wasp the size of a semicolon can match and subdue the huge flies that swarm around a farmer's barn. So say biologists with Beneficial Biosystems, a company specializing in biological pest control. The little wasp that destroys flies is called a pteromalid. It lays its own eggs in the flies' eggs and causes them not to hatch.